Get better. It's just coming back every week, getting comfortable, being on stage. You know, you got the lights, got everything. And it's just an amazing environment to be around because everyone, if you ask them for help, they'll help you. They will guide you into the direction that you want to go and really just say, hey, you know, this is what you have to do. Listen to them, and you'll be advancing yourself and maybe getting in the money week after week like we see a lot of these regulars do.
And right now we have Bear and Coconut Mall going to the second half of lap 1. Firing off some shrooms right here. Then you got Izzy Library. I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to be, Library. I'm not sure. But we'll call it Izzy for the rest of the show to make it easier on us.
I think it's the Izzy's Library, which makes sense, right? Because you got Izzy's Library.
That's not how you spell library, though, unfortunately. Oh, but Mr. Scooty does dodge the shock with that go, so he has the advantage of staying in his current state with all the coins that he has. Almost squished out ankles, but ankles luckily getting out of the way because he used his back camera to notice the imminent threat.
Yeah, that's something that I've not been seeing a lot of, but fortunately enough, Ankles knows that the back camera is going to help a lot, but Mr. Scooty unfortunately going to take a counter drift that runs him right into a wall, and that's going to be a little bit of a ego tilter there, but still so much time left. JJ107 is just going to say, the greens that I just threw forward, I'll avoid them. Don't worry, no smart bounce to be found here.
Stay off the I understand you're trying to get out in the middle because that's where the blue usually goes, but to barely avoid that back green too, that's impressive.
Honestly, I feel like they should add a mechanic where you know, have like a near miss and then it gives you a little speed boost. I think that would be kind of cool, kind of nice, but what do I know? Having those near misses, I feel like you should be a little bit rewarded for that.
You know,
Ankles just absolutely doing a terrible job there.
I would like, even if it has to be like using your computer, is like having a spectator mode to where like I don't have to play. I can just watch you play, change the angles of the cameras of whatever competitor I'm looking at, maybe look at the list of all competitors and pick whichever one I want to see.
Yeah, no, I hope with the next one, as we're seeing Ankles grabbing first place, JJ107 still being able to grab second, and Cass in third. Really great work for those racers. But like you said, having a spectator mode would be great with the next Mario Kart. Just being able to have a little bit more control and seeing what's going on. And even I love their, they have a whole like spectator kind of camera feature that has some really cool moments that you can like get pictures of and stuff like that. Even being able to just say, oh, boom, go to that person, boom, they go to that person, and using that little feature would be really, really cool. Because I've ran like my own online tournaments, and it's just such a bear because then you have to have people stream for you, stuff like that. They need to work on the spectator mode a little bit, but thankfully for the HyperX Arena, they got all those capture cards, all those setups, everyone's footage, just being able to be streamed here. So it's amazing, you know?
I mean, how else are we going to be able to have all the amazing lights, the fog that comes out from time to time, a 12-person like area for all the competitors to be on the stage, to be on this giant screen behind Pidgey's head? Where else can you get that type of entertainment?
Nowhere else. That's the answer. And we got Kaboom Man actually saying the first SNS they came to was 150 and they had an absolute blast. I'm so glad that you did because this is a great event. It is amazing. Like, it's really well ran. Everything runs smoothly like 99% of the time, but then you have some controller disconnects. It happens. People don't charge the controllers. But overall, it's an amazing, fantastic time. And now we got Anunnaki, or not Anunnaki, Kong Fu here, gonna be in 11th place on this baby Luigi, doing an amazing job. This is actually one of the newer maps from the DLC, Mario Circuit 3, so a lot of these racers might not be comfortable with it yet.
Oh, look at that. That is the king of JD right there. Look at that. He's got the crown on his head. So we must worship him. We are in the presence of a hierarchy power. We gotta worship the JD.
Let's see if JD is going to be able to use that power to get around these competitors. Doesn't get rented there. Bear is here. And if you don't know who Bear is, you can look them up on Twitter and you'll see multiple clips that have gotten millions upon millions of views. Care Bear? Care Bear? Maybe.
I hope so. I mean, like, if your name's Bear, I'm hoping that you care.
I know. Did you ever have Care Bears when you were growing up? Did you like that whole thing?
I know Care Bears existed, but I never got one.
I don't know why I was so into it. I was like, you know what? Never watched the show really, but I was like, it's a cool little concept. But
I never watched it either.
We got JJ107
second.
But unfortunately and fortunately didn't get redded there. Throws their red into a bullet bill, and now Ankles gonna work their way up to second place.
So I want to bring up something a little bit outside of the Mario Kart realm, and like I don't know if you heard about it, but did you hear the recent news in the F1 world?
No.
Where F1 is already guaranteed a contract with Las Vegas for the next 10 years.
Really?
Yep, so for the next 10 years, we'll be seeing F1 here. So I wonder if that will help the kart community kind of get more interested. Even though they're completely different types of vehicles, I'm wondering if we can work together in tandem.
Yeah, that would actually be very, very cool, having that little synchronization, as we're seeing the synchronization of Bear losing all the items and allowing Ankles to grab first place. And then we're going to be seeing Bear in second, of course, and then we're seeing who's in that third place spot, I wonder.
It looks like a Wendy, if not Toadette, but it was hard to tell.
It really was. I wonder if there is one bot in these lobbies, so you got to just...
If it's the bot, I'd be laughing.
I was laughing a lot last week. We had a lot of bot finishes.
I saw.
It was a bot finish in third place. What are y'all doing allowing that to happen?
It didn't happen to me, all right? It didn't happen to me.
It's always so shocking to me. I have those, like, it is a hard computer, so they've gotten a little bit better. I feel like with updates, I feel like Nintendo has advanced the bots' knowledge a little bit more, but still, it's always so interesting to see how those bots are being able to pass those other competitors. I mean, AI in general, going crazy right now.
I also would say this on top of that, with some of the time trials and whatnot, and like obviously like the first time trial you'll see if you never time trialed the track before is a Nintendo like employee who time trialed the track. They've been getting better at time trialing these newer tracks, and because it's harder to actually beat some of them as late. I'm not talking about the 200cc one. I'm talking about the 150cc like time trial bot or employee that you have to beat.
Yeah, they are. I don't think they're that good, but you know who is good? These next competitors coming up in qualifier number 5. We got Kanzai, Ariel, Knight, Paradise, Arcs, Princess, Fishmaster, Street Sloth, Moon, the Rising Phoenix, and Logic. A lot of returning racers there. Love to see it. And that's a really stacked qualifier for our next one as we get into the third race here. But yeah, no, I honestly like, because that's like the first bot that I gravitated towards whenever I saw the Ghost. You know, I was like, oh, the Nintendo bot, they know what they're doing.
I'll say the original 48, no, not really. Like, we can beat some, especially with our skill level now. But when the newer tracks came in, we didn't know anything about them. They kind of became harder.
They did. I mean, I have not actually tried the newer Nintendo times because I never really thought about it. I should look at them and see.
But because you know the NIST now, you can probably beat them with ease. And someone didn't pick random.
Oh, you got to pick random. That's a very important thing to do. But even though I do love me some Grumbly Volcano, we're going back to our first repick of the night, which is going to be Neo Bowser City. And you know what? I do love this track. It's very difficult, but it's a really fun track to race on once you learn it.
It's runner heavy, and that S turn is the most deadly of turns out of the entire game, in all honesty. And right now, we are once again in the holy presence of JD720, the king himself.
And you saw him nod toward the camera before the race started. I absolutely love it. We got the standings of where these racers are, so check out where your favorite racer is and see if they're doing well so far, because there's still 2 more races to go. But we got Anunnaki Kung Fu here.
You'll get it soon.
In 9th place.
We'll get it soon. Trust me. I understand. We'll get it soon. Names are half the battle. Mr. Scooty here in 5th place right now, holding on to a beautiful item that will help him if a dangerous shocking development were to occur.
Yeah, shocking development would help them out again because they had that first shock dodge on the Coconut Ball. JJ107 going to throw their red shell forward to 2nd place, but it doesn't matter. They're able to grab another item box and avoid it. But Bear actually gets item screen. Not going to have anything for this next section.
Link is getting blued, and one of the Links decided not to and let the other one.
Oh, what a lucky pull. Bear being able to grab that air horn.
Or Bobby, is he firsting this game on this qualifier as well?
No, because guess what? Unlike Bobby's game, we're going to be seeing that red shell not get ghosted away. And that's what should have happened on Twisted Mansion. Bear now in 2nd and gets shocked after the boxes. It's been a lot of unlucky to lucky situations for Bear so far.
It's been flip-flopped, all right? It's been flip-flopped all over for a lot of these competitors. Not just for Bear, but for Bear, he's not getting a break whatsoever.
Yeah, no, not at all. But I do like how they, I'll actually get into it more after, but Mr. Scooty's going to pop that star in 3rd place. In a really good spot right now. Potential for a shock dodge again, but unfortunately does not get it. Beyblades are out. Let's see if that Blue Yoshi is going to be able to avoid those Beyblades of Doom. Bear in a very good spot. This is the Bear / Ankles battle. It's coming down to it. This one.
And then the blue shell once again, and this time Ankles has to take it.
Oh, and will it get there in time? It cuts through the shortcut, backs the bomb, and that won't land. Oh, it does land last second.
God,
and Ankles will grab first place.
He took a deep breath. He was thankful that he didn't lost that first place spot. And the bomb did explode, but the blast radius existed just long enough for Bear to run into.
That is unfortunate. Mr. Goody grabbing third, Cass in fourth. But yeah, that bomb explosion, the very last frame of it, and then you see Ankles holding their breath. Oh,
that's a deep breather, man. That's a deep breather. He needed that, and like I don't blame him. That is stressful.
It is. It really, really is. But what I liked what Bear did there, so you saw the blue shell coming. So there's a strategy that you can do where it's an after you, where you just kind of stop, back up, and allow another racer to take the blue shell. But what Bear did, fortunately enough, grab an air horn, but just started running and was actually like gaining almost a 2-second lead against second place, where that blue shell really wouldn't affect them, because when a blue shell hits you, you're stunned for about 3 seconds. So having a 2-second lead, you're not really losing much. So being able to just go right by and saying, you know, I'll take the blue shell. It doesn't matter. And it just, I think it was actually a really good call there. But now we're going to Music Park.
Music Park, a really fun track. You get the little arpeggio going when you run into the pianos. Being able to mix a song with the race itself is not an easy task, and I praise Nintendo for doing this, and any other company that does something similar, whether it be mixing music with your gameplay or even tying stuff into it.
Oh, you are on the high-rise kick right now.
The high-five rush, yes, but also this is a racing game. To do that for 12 different people versus high-five, you only have to do it for one player. That's not easy to do it for 12 different perspectives.
It really isn't. And we're seeing Thunder Jacks here being able to maneuver themselves down the piano part, which does line up with the audio, is just so absolutely amazing. Anunnaki Kung Fu is here now in 9th place. Gonna get past it by another race, but grabs a single item box. And gotta be careful that you do not fall off on that section, because those barriers are not actually barriers.
You gotta be careful of that fire too, because it only takes one good throw or for you to run into it to really ruin your day. And he got bumped into the banana.
Talking about running into things, we got Bear just gonna go back for a little bit of a stronger roll. Gonna be rolling for some items and grabbing coins. I see him with a star in hand. Thunder Jacks here once again. Gonna be able to maneuver themselves right around that beautiful shortcut, which you can actually go through if you wanted to. It's not really that hard to land, but the landing can be rough if you land into the off-ramp.
You can see the score is currently on the top right of the screen. Ankles a perfect 3 for 3. Can he do 4? That's the matter of the question here. With Bear not that far off. And then 2 people tied for 3rd, and you saw 5th and 6th respectively. But these scores are close. These scores, like, they make a difference with only one race. But then you see 7th through 11th here, and there's a huge difference.
There really, really is. And we got JJ107 here with the golden mushroom. Gonna run out of it, but still has a crazy edge. Just gonna chuck everything in front of themselves. And you can actually like kind of space it out, kind of try and maneuver strategically with that crazy 8, but still doesn't even matter. Let's see, will they be able to pop this star in time? They do, but will there be a shot? There it is!
By Odin's beard, Pidgey calls the shock again into existence. And he's now able to pass Bear, who has the same set of items. Ankles, who has nothing to help him out. Now, he has to be very careful, though. He is vulnerable. Does he have anything to stop a potential hazard? And he does. He has 3 things. But he didn't take the shortcut. But Ankles and Bear get hit before the shortcut. What? What? Ankles and Bear both stopping? Or both getting hit out by the shortcut? Ankles not getting the perfect 60? Bear getting 3rd? What? What?
I just love
What happened to them?
You saw them both like take each other out, I guess?
I saw the mini map and they were both spinning out. What happened?
We got highlights ready for you. Let's see what happens.
Of their perspective, that's what I want.
Yeah, well, we got Mr. Scooty with that beautiful shock dodge on Kokonamal unfortunately ran into a wall right after that one. Then we got Ankles taking out Bear. It was the 1v1 of the century with Ankles and Bear just battling it out. And like I was talking about before.
Look at that last frame as you saw on the mini-map. Bear getting hit by that bomb.
And then Bear just getting hit by that banana, getting bumped right into it. But then talked about bagging, being able to just grab those more powerful items and then using those to get back into the front of the pack. And that's what they did. They got hit out, used that moment to just say, you know what, I want these more powerful items to get around these competitors and be able to just say, I know these tracks better than you do, and be able to move forward a lot faster.
Absolutely, man. I mean, everyone plays these tracks differently. I'm surprised JJ didn't take that shortcut with that little, what's it called? The bongo, or whatever that musical instrument is. Is it a bongo?
Yeah, I think it might be the bongo. It makes the most sense, you know? It makes the most sense. But yeah, no, I was shocked about that too. I thought that was going to cost them that race.
Yes, it would have, under normal circumstances.
Yeah, like you need to be able to land those shortcuts. You do. Like you said, in a normal circumstance, it's going to punish you so much more, especially once you get into semifinals and into grand finals. If you're not able to take that shortcut, you're going to be losing 5 or 6 spots right off the bat against racers who know how to take it.
Absolutely. I'm seeing some of the racers finally get into the hype tunnel. Get there right now because we're waiting for you. Kanzai, Aerial, Knight, Paradise, Arch, Princess, Fishmaster, Street Sloth, Moon, The Rising Phoenix, and Logic. Hurry up. We're waiting for y'all so we can get started on qualifying number 5.
We got the scores ready though, Vonnie.
All right,
that's what we got ready. Not these races, but the scores. Ankles grabbing first place with 57 points. JJ 107 in second with 43 points. Bear in third with 42 points. Cass in fourth with 35 points. Mr. Scooty in fifth with 34 points. Izzy Library in sixth with 24 points. Flash in seventh with 20 points. Anunnaki Kung Fu in eighth with 16 points. JD 720 in ninth with 11 points. Thunder Jackson in 10th with 8 points. And Card in 11th with 8 points as well.